What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again with another Manchester City video, where today we're going to be doing the preview of Manchester City's game against SSC Napoli in the Champions League, the homecoming of the King, Kevin De Bruyne. So before I do crack on with this video, please do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. SofaScore is a free app to download. They're going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest football scores, along with the latest information for the matches, also with the latest team news and so much more. It's not just limited to football, it's got you guys covered for all the sports and information that you love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. Very highly rated, it's free to download and worthwhile checking out. Links and details there in the description, or you can use the QR code as well on screen. And anyone that does download SofaScore using my link in the description or the QR code on screen does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So, match information for this game is Man City v Napoli in the Champions League at the Etihad Stadium for Champions League match day number 1 in the league phase. Match taking place on Thursday, 18th of September 2025. This is due to the not having any Europa League games for this midweek, so the Champions League been spread out over games on Tuesday evening, Wednesday evening, and also Thursday evening. This game taking place on Thursday, 18th of September 2025 with an 8 PM BST kickoff time, with the game being broadcast live on TNT Sports here in the UK. Anyone heading to the stadium for this game, do enjoy it. Homecoming of Kevin De Bruyne. It's going to be an emotional one. It's going to be special. Hopefully City can keep him quiet and it's not going to be a goal on return for Kevin De Bruyne. In terms of results, last time we faced Napoli, we've not played them since October 2017 at the Etihad Stadium, and on that day Manchester City won that game by 2-1. Normally when we do take on Napoli, they do tend to be very close games. So our opponents, SSC Napoli, which stands for Società Sportiva Calcio Napoli, formed in 1926, led by manager Antonio Conte, currently find themselves first in Serie A. They've played 3 games so far in Serie A. They've beaten Sassuolo away from home 2-0 in the first game, before following that up with a win against Cagliari by 1-0 in their only home game that they played so far this season. And they also beat Fiorentina away on Saturday by 3-1. They're in fine form, of course, Serie A champions as well. Not going to be an easy game this for Manchester City. Now they have brought some players in, starting to look very sharp, like a very good team, with more freshness, more sharpness, and better quality brought in the summer. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, on a free from us, brought in Højlund, who I'm sure Conte is going to get the very best out of him as well. Brought him in from Manchester United. They've got good options like Romelu Lukaku, Scott McTominay as well. Lots of Premier League proven players there. I do believe Lukaku is injured for this game, so I am expecting Højlund to be starting up top, and obviously a danger man there. We know all about Højlund. Kevin De Bruyne we know all about. McTominay we know all about as well. I do look towards their defence, in particular their fullbacks. Spinazzola starting on the left. You've got Di Lorenzo as more than likely their option on the right hand side as well. Got good fullbacks. Milinkovic-Savic in goal as well. Got a good goalkeeper. Good defensive team, Napoli. Going to be hard to break down. They're a team that like to try and control games, control the pace of the games, control the midfield, get the ball to the attacker, create their opportunities and score goals is what Napoli do. So it's not going to be an easy game this for City, and Napoli aren't going to make it easy for City either. Now they are missing a few players here, Napoli. Gutierrez, Ramani, Neres and Lukaku I believe are all out for this game. So I am expecting Napoli to line up with a 4-1-4-1 formation. Milinkovic-Savic as their goalkeeper, Di Lorenzo on the right and Spinazzola on the left, with Bukaima and Buongiorno, I would have said their names correctly, starting as their 2 centre-backs. You've got Lobotka, Anguissa and De Bruyne as their 3 midfield options, with Politano expecting to start on one side. They do tend to use McTominay as more of a wide player who obviously will cut into the centre and is going to help in midfield as well, but you'll see him more on the left hand side, with Højlund starting up top. top, looking towards their bench, not all familiar with Napoli's bench, to be honest. I thought one standout player there, Billy Gilmour, which, yeah, there we go. There is also lots of Premier League proven players in that Napoli team, so this game, not going to be easy at all. Now, for Manchester City, formed in 1894, led by manager Pep Guardiola, were 8th in the Premier League. We won our first game of the season, 4-0 away from home against Wolves. We followed that up with back-to-back losses, including a 2-0 loss at home to Tottenham Hotspur, followed by a 2-1 defeat against Brighton on the road. Then we head into the international break. That was 2 weeks long, and then we came back and we faced Manchester United in the Manchester derby at home, which Manchester City managed to win that game by 3-0. And City just trying to look or try and get a bit of momentum now heading into their season, because they have looked a little inconsistent. Now, Man City have brought some fresh faces in themselves, just like Napoli have. James Trafford from Burnley, Marcus Bettinelli from Chelsea, Rayan Ait-Nouri from Wolves, Xavier Naipan from Rosenborg, Ryan Cherki from Lyon, Tijjani Reijnders from AC Milan, and Gianluigi Donnarumma from PSG brought him in on transfer deadline day. We've seen Scott Carson, Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker, Vita Hayes, James McAtee, Xavier Naipan, Claudio Echeverri, Manuel Akanji, Ilkay Gundogan, Edison and Kevin De Bruyne all leave this summer. Now, Ryan Cherki is going to be out until November. Mateo Kovacic continues his road to recovery, so he's expected to miss this game as well. Confirmed that Rayan Ait-Nouri is out for 5 weeks. Waiting for further clarification on how long Omar Marmoush is going to be out for, but I suspect he misses this game as well. So yeah, not fantastic. John Stones also touch and go for this game. Probably not going to be risked. We do have Bettinelli, Josko, Gvardiol and Savinho, along with Phil Foden, all back for Manchester City. Now, I'm expecting City, for simplistic matters, going with a 4-3-3 formation. I think Donnarumma, keeping a clean sheet in his last game against United, is going to be given the nod once more in goal ahead of James Trafford. I'm going with my back four to be Matheus, Nunes, Khusanov, Ruben Diaz and Nathan Ake. Some changes there, because I'm just thinking about a bit of rotation, but also some concern over players just coming back from injury that I don't really feel comfortable with, likes of Josko, Gvardiol, even Rodri into midfield. These players playing 3 games in 7 days, United at home, Napoli at home and Arsenal away, which is our next game after this match. So got to have a bit of rotation there. So Nunes, Khusanov, Diaz and Ake is what I would go for. A midfield three made up of Nico, Gonzalez, Tijjani, Reijnders and Bernardo Silva. That's right. I have Rodri missing out for that reason, that I don't want him to pick up a re-incurring injury. And we end up having him out for longer than he needs to be. His game management needs to be strong to make sure we keep him nice and fit. So I go Nico, G, Reijnders and Bernardo Silva. I go Savinho on one side, Jeremy Doku on the other. Not my ideal partnership when it comes to wing, but I feel like Savinho needs some minutes, so I'd give him an hour here, see how he gets on, and if it's not working, you can bring somebody else on, including maybe Oscar Bobb or Phil Foden or somebody. We'll see. Foden's just come back from injury, so again, he sits this one out for me, and obviously Erling Haaland starting up top. Now, in terms of my score prediction, my heart's telling me one thing and my head's telling me another. My heart's telling me it's going to be a close game, but City are going to sneak it 2-1, which is what I'm hoping is going to happen. My head's telling me that I think City may drop points here, going off how good Napoli can be, and they've got players quick on the counter-attack who can hurt City. They've got that direct style of play, also got players who are capable of keeping possession and frustrating Man City, and everything points towards Man City potentially possibly dropping some points here. I want us to get off to an ideal start, and an ideal start, home games, you want to win them in this Champions League phase. So important that City finish in the top 24 to get to at least the playoffs for the last 16, but I want progress, which means finishing in the top 8, and if you want to finish in the top 8, then you need to be winning your home games, regardless of who that's against, whether it be the Serie A champions or a team from Pot 4, it doesn't matter to me. We've got to turn up, play to the best of our ability. If we can, I think we can sneak this and win this game by 2-1. But if not, and Napoli can get a route into the game and frustrate City, I can see them taking points off City. They're a quality team, so I'm not taking them lightly. I think it might be 1-1. My heart's telling me 2-1, and if we can get a win here, it takes some pressure off us heading into our next game, where we take on AS Monaco away from home. Now, in terms of my betting tips, I'm going fresh from a brace, Erling Haaland to score again any time for me. Dare I suggest a Jeremy Doku assist or goal anytime? Looked very lively with 2 assists against Man United on Sunday. He's going to want to try and follow that up, and if he starts, I can see him causing Napoli some problems. So that might just be something maybe to think about. Now, next up for City, Arsenal away in the Premier League on Sunday. Next Champions League game for us, going to be taking on AS Monaco away from home at the beginning of October. For Napoli, they're taking on Pisa at home on Monday night in Serie A. They get an extra day's rest on us after playing a day earlier as well. Premier League like to make things very difficult by saying, you know what, Napoli on Thursday night, let's make Arsenal on a Sunday night. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Arsenal play a couple of days before us as well, but anyway, that's football politics. Anyway, Napoli, they're taking on Pisa at home Monday night in Serie A. Their next Champions League game, they're going to be taking on Sporting Club de Portugal at home at the beginning of October. Now, last note, I'm going to be away for this game once more, unfortunately, so I will not be doing a live watch along, so apologies for that. I will be doing my reaction after the game. It's more than likely going to come through a YouTube short, so do stay tuned for that. And yeah, we're going to have some build up towards the Arsenal game as well after this match as well for you guys to enjoy. So please do stick around. Don't forget, if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up. Do get your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Social media links are in the description too. Want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too. Going to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. I'll see you all again real soon for the next City video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. I'm hoping the homecoming king, Kevin De Bruyne, not going to come back and haunt Manchester City. But this game against Napoli, a very difficult way to start our Champions League campaign. If we could pick up a win here, that would be tremendous. So we'll see what does happen, and I'll see you all on the other side. So I've been JSGC. Thanks for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.